Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, man, now, this is crazy, y'all. You know, I was familiar with this story, but not to this magnitude because it was my fault. I didn't read deep into it. Then it came across my desk again this morning because the ex-wife of former slain basketball player Lorenzo Wright is supposed to be getting let out on parole in a couple days, right? So this the reason why this story is popping back up, because she was supposed to got 30 years on her books for the assistance in taking out her ex-husband and the father of her children, Lorenzo Wright. Again, former NBA star. All right. Let me take it back to y'all. Let me bring it back so y'all can understand how the story came up, where is it going, and what's going on with it. All right. Again, this is based on Lorenzo Wright. If y'all not familiar with him, he's a 6'11" center who played 13 seasons in the NBA. Okay. He retired around the 2008-2009 season, right? He retired in Memphis. Okay. This is where he was at for a couple years. Again, he played basketball there. He had family there, you know what I'm saying, throughout Memphis. So again, that's where he was at, all right? Even though I believe he was born in Mississippi, all right? Now, again, this is based on his ex-wife, who assisted in taking him out, is getting released on parole, or should I say is having a parole board hearing for an early release. We talking about early. Again, it was 30 years that she's supposed to get on her books. The other guys, one guy who she brought in, which was her cousin, he got 16 years. And then her boyfriend, all right, so it sounded like it was some people was like very envious of Lorenzo Wright, that they went and constructed a plan to take him out, even though this woman has children with this man. Okay. So again, her boyfriend, she brought in her boyfriend to go in and take out her ex-husband. Now, what kind of crazy stuff is going on in the world, man? I'm trying to tell y'all. So again, all right. Prosecution opening statements is that Cheryl Wright enlisted the help of her cousin, Jimmy Martin Wright. All right. Or should I say Jimmy Martin, right? Cheryl Wright was the main one who put the plan, who orchestrated the whole plan. Okay. She knew where he lived. She knew where his places to go would be. She knew where his family would be at. Things of that nature, right? Even to the point, right, when they first, this thing, because this was the story that Jimmy Martin had told, right? That Cheryl Wright had approached her cousin, who was younger than her, to assist in taking out her ex-husband. Again, the cousin couldn't have had, but I told y'all before, she offered him that bag, okay? She said, for this amount, I got you. Don't worry about it. Even to the point, right? Check this out. When it was found that Lorenzo Wright's body was found in Germantown, I believe. Yeah, his body was found in Germantown. He even tried to call the police at the time that they was trying to take him out, but I guess the phone had hung up too fast. But the police had never called back. Okay, the 911 call had never called his number back, even though that's what they supposed to do. Now, Lorenzo Wright's mother is looking into why her son never got a call back, even though he was calling them because he needed help. Okay. So again, let me take it back to y'all. Now, in 2010, this one is all happened. Okay. Cheryl Wright had approached her cousin, Jimmy Martin, again, to assist in taking out her ex-husband. Again, he stated why would reason may be. First, he said no. And then she came back to him and said, hey, it's some things I could offer you to really make you want to do it. All right. So later on, he ended up becoming part of the team to take out her ex-husband. OK, with that being stated, right, when Jimmy Martin and the other guy, her boyfriend, Billy Ray Turner, were picked up based on Lorenzo Wright being taken out, Cheryl Wright wasn't picked up. All right. this is what she did. She bonded her cousin out of jail, okay, based on this case. Now, people automatically become suspicious and say, like, why would you bond your cousin out knowing that he could be guilty? So you just bonded somebody out that could be guilty. You only bonded them out because you had a feeling he was going to tell on you because it got too close, because you told him that if this happened, it will make sure that it doesn't reach back to him. And it did. He got arrested. So in order for him not to go and snitch, you bonded him out. All right, cool. But guess what? Them people chased the bond and see who bonded him out, and it went right back to the person who calculated the whole story from the beginning, which was Cheryl Wright. Okay? Y'all, again, have to understand, like, the mentality of a person when they want to take out somebody they created a family with. Come on, man. Man, this is out of bounds. This is crazy. Again, Cheryl Wright is currently serving 30 years in prison after pleading guilty to facilitation. This is what she pled guilty to. Facilitation to commit an N1 and facilitation to commit attempted first degree N1. Okay? So based on that, even she pled guilty to it. Okay? She pled guilty to it. Right? So before it even got to that, while her cousin was sitting in jail because they went and picked him up, and then because they picked him up based on, they said he took out his ex-girlfriend. Okay, this is her cousin. Now it goes to show why she went and got him, because she knew that he had taken out his ex-girlfriend just 2 years prior. Okay. It's just a lot of funny activity going on here. But again, back to Cheryl Wright. And again, and her early parole release. Okay? Again, now this is what I'm saying. She pled guilty to this. That means she's familiar with the activity that she knows she committed. So with that being stated, how did the parole board not even deny it, right? I would say that after 10, maybe 12 years, she could get the parole board hearing. Not after 5 years. Like what? You just barely tipped your toe in the time that you are permitted to do. So based on that, how you just gonna do less than a quarter of the time that you were permitted to do, and you going for an early parole board hearing? Man, what? So based on this, Lorenzo Wright's mom, his family, uncles, cousins, they at the parole board hearing to make sure that she get denied, okay? And they have the right to, because guess what? They took out a family member, all right? Again, a father, a cousin, a brother, all these things. They even went on to say, like, he did a lot of good things for the community. Even while he was playing for the Memphis Grizzlies, he did a lot of fundraisers. He did a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even because he lived in Atlanta, okay? He lived in Atlanta. But again, he spent a lot of his time in Memphis, okay? All right? Because that's where he created a lot of, we could say, business opportunities at, all right? And again, man, they say in the last moments, Lorenzo Wright managed to reach Germantown 911 on his cell phone. But that's when the shots had rang out and he was sent down, man. And again, this happened July 19th of 2010. So they went through a whole, right? Y'all have to understand. 2010 is when it happened. They went through a whole 2-year chase. Like these people, now again, the cousin and the boyfriend had been caught up, right? But she hasn't, right? So when she finally did, actually she didn't get caught up. This is what happened. She moved to California for a strong year, all right? She felt distraught. She felt highly, we could say, depressed and all these things, right? And it wasn't based on what she had did to her ex-husband. It was based on because she was simply alone. She couldn't take it that she had literally, when she had orchestrated that plan, she had literally cut off all connections and bridges of association dealing with any family on her side of the family or the side of the family with the man that she chose to have children with. All right. Even her children don't want nothing to do with her. So a person is only left to be distraught. All right. Again, not feeling sorry for it at all. This is based on Lorenzo Wright's family. They're gonna be at her parole hearing to make sure that she get denied. All right. My thing, I just had to bring this story up because again, he's a good basketball player. From what I hear, good role model, had a head on his shoulders. And again, as y'all can see the picture, this the reason why he ain't want to mess with this lady no more. Look at her. I'm just saying, hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all know this work. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.